79% of people think that they missed the best time to sell their home, according to a recent study. 79%. I hope you're not one of them, because we're going to dive into the market numbers and show you that now is a great time to still sell your home in the Lacey, Olympia, or Tumwater area. Here's a market update that matters for the month of April in Olympia. Now, the prices in Olympia have gone up year over year 11.2%, which brings us up to $658,000 is the average price point. So holy smokers, you bought last year and are thinking about selling this year, you shouldn't do that. You should always buy for long term, but nonetheless, it was not a bad investment for you. So let's take a look at why that has happened. And there's reasons that impact that year over year appreciation in our area. One of them has to do with the number of homes that are actually on the market. We have 1.2 months of inventory. That is not a lot of inventory. Matter of fact, historically, a balanced market is somewhere between 4 and 6 months. So when we're down at 1.2, we really don't have a lot of homes that are on the market or coming to the market. So let's dive into those numbers. So last month, there was 118 homes that came to the market. There are 75 that sold, leaving us with a remaining inventory of 135 homes, which, like I mentioned earlier, is 1.2 months of inventory. You need to know how long the homes are staying on the market and what's the percentage of list price that they're actually selling for. Now in Olympia, there's 40 days on the market and they're selling at 98% of list price. And what does that specifically mean? Well, traditionally, it means that if you price the house right, it's selling really quick. If you're not, it's staying on longer and you're having to do price reductions. We talk about this all the time, and you've heard me say this before for people that are looking to list your home. That first weekend or two, we want to price it to get the most bodies interested in it, most people interested in it, so that we can get you the highest possible price. It is not a good strategy in our current market to price high and then chase the market. You inevitably will end up selling for less than you would have if you had just priced it right to begin with. That's what those numbers are telling us. So if you're thinking about selling your home and you want to know how to get it priced right, to get it sold as quickly as possible for as much money as possible, let's schedule a time for me to come take a look, walk through your home, let you know what needs to be done to get top dollar so that we can help you move on to your next place. Click on the link in the description below and jump on my calendar. We'll schedule time for me to come out. So let's take a look at Tumwater's numbers as well. Tumwater is the average price is $558,000, which is up 9.7 year over year from last year at this point in time. Now, it's interesting about the Tumwater market. It does have some more rural properties that are part of that. Because of that, sometimes rural properties sell a little bit slower. Now, I mentioned that because when you have days on market, you need to know that, because it's not just always equal sign of, comparing oranges and apples together, because even when you do that, that's not even what you want to do. The reason I say that is because the average time on market is 47 days, and there's 1.8 months of inventory. Now, what's interesting about the Tumwater area, they're all rural properties that tend to sell a little bit slower because it's a unique buyer that's looking for those properties. So the days on market, of course, is going to be just a little bit higher. However, the 1.8 months of inventory tells us that we still just do not have a lot of homes that are being sold in the area. Matter of fact, let's jump into those specific numbers. There are 40 new homes that came to the market in Tumwater. There are 27 homes that sold, leaving the current market of 43 homes. So that's just not a lot for sale in the Tumwater area. In Tumwater, homes are selling at 99.1% of list price. What that typically means is that sellers are pretty motivated to get their homes sold as quickly as possible, and sometimes are willing to reduce the price just a touch to get it sold and get them onto their next place. So let's look at what's happening in Lacey. The average price in Lacey is $549,000, which is up 3% year over year from last year at this point in time. And that's an interesting number because you'll see across each one of those areas, Lacey, Olympia, and Tumwater, we're all experiencing increase year over year in prices. Now, homes in Lacey are selling at 99.5% of list price, which once again, that might mean the sellers are reducing their price just a little bit to get its home sold, potentially a little bit of seller's concessions, but you're really getting close to an equilibrium when you come to that number. And that's not surprising because the average day on market in Lacey is 22 days, and there is 0.9 months of inventory. So it's not even a month of inventory. So that's why there's just not a lot of variance between list price to sales price, unless the seller decided to sell it a little too high or bring it to the market a little bit high. But if you're bringing it at a good pay, at a good price, then you're going to end up ultimately getting that sold. So let's take a look at the specific numbers. So last month, there were 79 homes that came to the market, 72 closings, and there is currently 62 homes on the market. So you can see that's just not a lot of homes for people that are moving into the area or want to live in the area. So here's what I love about this area, the Lacey Olympia Tumwater area. We are a year-over-year increasing market that people want to live in because of the quality of life. And if you're looking to either sell or buy in this area, I want to help you do either one of those things. So click on the link in the description below and jump on my calendar, and I look forward to chatting with you. All right. So if you found this information helpful, click the subscribe button.